Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne's Sharp World, where today we're talking best tasting protein bars and treats. Now, as you guys have followed my channel, you've learned some things about me. You know that I love to travel. You know I travel for work. You know I enjoy living an active lifestyle. You've learned a lot of things about me, but there's one thing you don't know that you're about to find out. Some of you might, but I think the vast majority of you do not know this, and that is that I am a protein bar connoisseur for the most part. I have always struggled with having a sweet tooth. As a matter of fact, sweet teeth. Pretty much every tooth in my mouth is sweet. So it's something that I kind of learned to balance throughout my life, kicking the cookies and sweets and a lot of crap that I ate when I was younger into finding something that's a little better for the belly and a little better for my overall well-being, that being protein bars. Now, with that being said, you guys, now that you know I'm a protein connoisseur, there is something else, protein bar connoisseur, also protein powder, protein anything, I'm a protein guy. But regardless, there's a few things you need to know about this video as well that I cannot stress enough. Most importantly, I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. I am nothing more than an average Joe that reads articles about health and nutrition and wellness. So I have no nutrition advice. I have no medical advice. I have no type of any body advice for you whatsoever. I'm not trying to influence anything. All I'm simply doing in this video is trying to provide some of my favorite healthy alternatives that are high in protein and most importantly low in sugar. That's one of the biggest problems plaguing this country's health issues is the amount of sugar and crap. There's sugar in everything and you don't need that much sugar. All these bars you're going to see have a little sugar in it. And that's fine, but these candy bars and pop and all this crap with 30 plus grams of sugar, it's just, you don't need it. A little sugar goes a long way, and these bars prove that. That's all I'm doing in this video is ranking my favorites in terms of taste and texture, as well as the amount of sugar, amount of carbs, and lightly factoring in the calories. Calories aren't make or break for me, because everyone's nutritional needs are different depending on your lifestyle and your nutritional goals. So with that being said, I think that's everything you need to know. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to try and keep this one not too long. So let's go here. I have 7 protein bars, and then I also have some treats to talk about. But for those of you that are just watching this channel for the first time, I normally review pocket knives and EDC gear. And one of the more popular parts of my reviews is size comparisons, where I take the product I'm talking about and comparing it to the sizes of other pocket knives, EDC, whatever. So today, since the protein bars do vary in size, we got some size comparisons. And for size comparisons today, we have the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, as well as the Benchmade Bug Out. So a couple very popular pocket knives within the knife community. If you don't know about the knife community and the EDC community, learn about it, because it's a really awesome place to be a part of with great people. And it's just, everyone should carry a knife. It's just something that you should do. So with that being said, let's get into this. At number 7, we're going to start off with the No Cow Bar. Now, these bars, again, these nutritional facts I'm going to list off, this really does vary on flavor. Flavor can alter these nutritional facts slightly. Not massively, but there can be a small difference. But in this bar right here, which is peanut butter chocolate chip, we are looking at 190 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, 3 net carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and 21 grams of protein. Now, what makes this bar very, very unique is the fact that it's vegan. It's one of only 2 vegan bars in this list. The other one is actually paired with a different one as an alternate, but this here is its own brand. It's all vegan, and I'll be honest, they taste pretty good. Usually vegan food, and I'm not dissing vegans, I have nothing against vegans, I'm not vegan myself, but usually vegan bars and vegan supplements don't taste that good from my experience, because I have tried other ones. This one actually tastes pretty good. The texture's good. You're talking a main protein source of brown rice and peas in here. The texture can get slightly gritty, and that is because of the pea protein. Pea protein is kind of notorious for doing that. But even that aside, these aren't bad. I get these on my own free will sometimes, and I just want to change up. I really do like them. They're relatively low in calories compared to some of these other bars. And 1 gram of sugar, and only 3 net carbs. That's a very, very good combo right there. So a very good option for anyone in general, but especially those vegans out there that want to try and get a little more protein in their life without choking down something that doesn't taste like crap. That is the no-carb protein bar. Number 6, we are bringing out a bit of a unique one as well, unique in its own way. This here is the Recon One MRE protein bar. Now, this guy right here has 260 calories, 9 grams of fat, 26 net carbs, 6 grams of sugar, 20 grams of protein. What makes this bar so unique? It is actually a real whole food bar. That being said, the protein sources in this bar right here are beef, salmon, chicken, egg, brown rice, and pea. Now, I know that sounds like a disgusting combination of ingredients for something that's supposed to taste like German chocolate cake, but as a matter of fact, it tastes pretty darn good. Yeah, I would say it tastes fantastic. You don't have any real aftertaste. It's kind of like a candy bar combined with a chewy granola bar. It's really, really pretty good. These are a little harder to find. You're not going to find these at most gas stations. This is more of like a GNC or Vitamin Shop find. There may be some other places. It's not the first bar I look for because it's not the first one I think of. Because again, there's some of these other bars that you guys, I'm sure, already know about. You see them everywhere. This one isn't quite as prevalent in stores yet. I hope it becomes more so because I really do like it. This flavor is phenomenal, and the s'mores flavor is also really, really good. That's the Recon One MRE bar. Next up, this is one you guys have probably all heard of. This is the Robert Irvine Fit Crunch Bar. This guy here is pretty darn amazing, but it also comes with a little heftier nutritional tag of 380 calories, 16 grams of fat, 9 grams of net carbs, 6 grams of sugar, and 30 grams of protein. This is also whey protein as its primary protein source. I said also, but it's actually the first one to be on the list. All the rest of these bars are, for the most part, are going to be whey protein. Whey protein is more of the common protein source you're going to see in protein bars in general. So that's worth knowing in the future for if you're ever looking for protein bars. This one is also gluten-free, and like I said, the taste and texture it's phenomenal. You could literally take this bar out of the wrapper, put it in a wrapper that said Reese's Protein Bar, and you wouldn't have any complaints, as long as you're being realistic in the fact that it is a protein bar. No protein bar tastes exactly like a candy bar, but I will honestly say this, I don't think it gets closer than this one right here. It is absolutely delicious. I'm always blown. I've never seen someone eat one and say it doesn't taste good. I've heard them say it doesn't taste like a candy bar, but it doesn't taste bad. It tastes really good. Definitely worth trying because you can also find them at a lot of places, a lot of gas stations, a lot of retail stores. Walmart's carry them, Meijer's carry them, depending, I don't know. I'm in the Midwest, so I don't know if there's Meijer's in the area, but Walmart, everyone's got a Walmart. They carry them at Walmart and 7-Elevens, a lot of places. Definitely look these guys up. They're so stinking good. And they've come out with more flavors over time as well that are all, I think, equally as good. This is still my favorite, and it's just fantastic. Next up, we have this is a bit of a foreigner. This guy right here is the Grenade Carb Killa bar. And this one originated over in Europe. And for the longest time, it wasn't in North America a lot. I first came across it because, well, I actually came across it first at GNC. It was amazing, but no, they've made their way into the U.S. They're not that hard to find anymore, but you don't see them at a lot of gas stations. Again, more of a GNC Vitamin Shop or nutritional supplement store find, but pretty darn good. Another one that is a really good play on a candy bar, and I just noticed I haven't read the nutrition facts. We're looking at 220 calories, 9 grams of fat, 2 net carbs, 2 grams of sugar, 21 grams of protein. So a really nice solid balance of nutrients of the ones that I pay attention to. And like I said, very good taste and texture. This is kind of like a soft taffy bar almost. It has a chocolate coating, so obviously it doesn't taste like a fruity flavor of a taffy, but it is soft and chewy and overall pretty darn good. Really no aftertaste that I can taste, and I'm pretty good at picking that stuff up. And any bars with aftertaste, guys, you're not going to see on this video. I don't like them, so I'm not going to include them on something that I think tastes best. But no, this one's really, really good. I see them all over the place in Canada when I go there, especially the Toronto area. They're in literally every gas station. So I think they are kind of becoming more and more popular, but it is a really good one, and it's definitely worth checking out if you like protein bars and want to try something new and haven't tried this one. Definitely recommend this one. It's a really good option. Next one, number 3. Now, this one is the newest of all the bars on this episode here. And this, as you can see, it is there's nothing in here because I like these so much, and I'm kind of on a craze of them right now. So I just didn't feel like waiting to record the video, so I figured the wrapper was good enough. This is the Aulani Fit Snacks protein bar. And there's a lot of really good things about this. First are the nutritional facts, because we're only talking 170 calories. So this is considerably the least amount of calories for any of these bars. 6 grams of fat is also on the lower side. 12 net carbs is kind of middle of the road. It's not great, but it's really not bad, especially compared to any other, more unhealthy alternative. 5 grams of sugar and 16 grams of protein. So I really wish they could have got that 20 gram mark for protein on protein bars is kind of like the gold standard. It's what most of them aim for. This one's coming in at 16. So you're losing a little protein of whey protein, by the way. Whey protein is the primary source of this, but what you're missing in protein, you are picking up in flavor, because these taste absolutely amazing. These have knocked the Irvine Fit Crunch bar off the top of my best tasting bar, personally. It's fantastic, and this Munchies flavor is a perfect combination of sweet and salty. It really is freaking amazing. These are another one. They're kind of like a combination of a candy bar and a chewy granola bar with a little more crunch in these ones. There's like some little Crispies in it that give it a good crunch. Just absolutely amazing in taste and texture. You can pick these up at vitamin shops or GNCs, or again, we're talking more protein or fitness or exercise supplement stores, whatever kind are in your area, probably carrying these. I've seen them more and more, but I have not seen any retail stores or any gas stations yet. So you may have to go to a mall or a specialty store to find them, but they are worth doing because they are absolutely amazing. Next up, the top two we've probably, I'm assuming most of you guys, if not all of you, have seen or heard of in gas stations. Number 2 is none other than the One bar. This has been a personal favorite of mine for a while, this particular flavor, and we're looking at 220 calories, 8 grams of fat, 8 grams of net carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and 20 grams of protein. Whey protein, also the primary source of protein in here, and it's a gluten-free bar. Now, the taste and texture of this it's pretty good. You have to be careful, though. I have gotten some of these. Sometimes they make these in pretty huge quantities compared to some of the other ones you see, and sometimes they can sit on the shelves too long, and they can be a little hard. I would recommend being that person and just giving it a little push, and if you can push in, it's fine. It's not too hard, but sometimes they can sit on a shelf a little too long, and I wouldn't say they get hard, but they get to be a very, very firm type of chewy that isn't the best. Not going to hurt you, but it's not going to be nearly as enjoyable as a fresher one would be. This one is prime for the picking. I'm going to eat this pretty soon, but taste and texture is really good. Taste is fantastic. I had COVID, mid 2020, I got COVID, and my taste and smell went away. That was it. I was fine. It didn't really affect me whatsoever other than that. But my taste and smell went away, and I went like 4.5, 5 days, and when my taste came back, I didn't know it. I kind of thought maybe it was, and I grabbed one of these because it was the first thing I could find, and I took a bite of it, and it was the most delicious tasting maple flavor I've ever had in my life, for the only simple fact that I could taste again. It was amazing. So kind of a little funny story behind that, but this is a very, very good option. Low sugar, low carb, low all that. It's definitely worth checking out. And they also have a lot of amazing flavors. We're talking peanut butter cake, peanut butter pie, blueberry cobbler, cinnamon roll, brownie fudge, gingerbread cookies, another one of my favorites around the holidays. I don't think they have it all year round, but just a great brand. Definitely worth looking into, and you can find them just about anywhere, from Walmarts to Meijers to gas stations to your GNCs and vitamin shops, all over the place. The One bar, check them out. Number 1... when it comes back to this right here, they also have a plant-based option which is worth bringing up. Considerably less protein, but still only 1 gram of sugar, and taste is pretty good. For a vegan bar, again, it's pretty good. These, you don't find it as many places. You see them at grocery stores and whatnot, but same brand, just a plant-based option, so also worth looking into if you are a vegetarian or vegan. Lastly, on the bar countdown, at number 1, we have the OG, the Quest. I haven't been sitting these down in front of the knives. I totally, completely ruined my goal of trying to be funny with my knife community and not putting them between the knives. Son of a... Well, there we go. You got this one. And they're all kind of the same price, but regardless. So, the Quest bar, it's kind of the OG of protein bars. You have 190 calories, 7 grams of fat, 5 net carbs, 2 grams of sugar, 20 grams of protein, and whey being the primary protein source. Now, with that being said, Quest has a blue ton of flavors. I mean, countless amounts of flavors. This is one of my favorites, the peanut butter brownie smash, and they are smashable. Very, very good. The texture of Quest bars are very similar to the texture of the One bar you previously saw. The only difference, and this is a huge difference, the One bars have a coating on them, which is kind of like a chocolatey or flavoring coating, whatever the base flavor of the protein bar is. But these don't have a coating. So these ones right here, you put a Quest bar in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds. That's it, 10 to 15 seconds. Any longer, you're going to ruin it. And it is amazing. It's a game changer. It is absolutely delicious, and it pairs perfectly with a cup of milk or whatever you're drinking. It doesn't matter, but it's just it's like a fresh baked cookie that's super doughy inside, and they have like chocolate chips in them and stuff. So low sugar chocolate chips, obviously, but oh my god, so good. A Quest bar out of the microwave is perfect. So that's the number 1 protein bar, Quest, and those are the protein bars. I'd highly recommend, if you guys are looking for a low sugar, high protein alternatives, to check out any of those ones. You can't go wrong with any of them. Whichever one seems to float your boat the best, go check it out. And lastly, I wanted to highlight a couple treats that aren't bars. They're kind of plays on various types of treats that you're used to picking up and just regular sugar that you had as a kid, or you maybe just still eating now, that might be a better option for you. And the first 2 I'm going to focus on are these ones right here, the Quest Hero Bar and the Optimum Nutrition Protein Wafers. This one is, again, a Quest product. 19 grams of protein, 3 net carbs, 5 fiber, I don't care about. But again, 1 gram of sugar, and this has a little more of a candy bar flavor. It really does. The texture is fantastic. It's softer. It's a very, very rich peanut butter chocolate flavor. And you notice that because it has 12 grams of fat and 200 calories. So you have a little more calories, you have a little more fat. So that's kind of where you're noticing that difference, but it is a huge difference, and these are so freaking good. This one here especially, the chocolate peanut butter, is more my jam. Absolutely amazing right there. And the Optimum Nutrition Protein Wafers. If you're a wafer person, if you like the taste of wafers, that light, crispy, crunchy flavor, this is exactly them. Is exactly them. I'm telling you, there's no grittiness, there's no aftertaste. They're absolutely amazing. You can get them at 7-Elevens, you can get them at grocery stores. You can find these all over the place. Optimum Nutrition is a pretty big company within the United States, and they are amazing. This one's chocolate cream. They have mocha, raspberry chocolate, lemon cream. They have multiple different ones. You're looking at 210 calories, as well as 10 grams of fat. And then you have 14 carbs and 15 grams of sugar. You have 15 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar. They do put a little more sugar in these because, they want to make them sweeter to taste more like a treat. And still, you're comparing 5 grams to 25, 30 plus grams in any candy bar. So again, a much, much healthier option, especially those wafers. The actual real wafers of these things are packed with crap and sugar. And these, in my opinion, these honestly taste just as good, if not better. And I'll put money on it. And I will argue with you about that till I'm blue in the face, especially about these. I love these things. So if you like wafers, definitely give these guys a try. Now, next up, the other 2 are vertical. So we're moving the knives off to the side. We're moving them vertical on the sides, because in the middle, we're going to put them here. We have the Optimum Nutrition chocolate-covered protein almonds and the Quest peanut butter cups. Now, these Quest peanut butter cups, 2, maybe 3 years ago, Quest tried coming out with these before, and they tasted like absolute crap. I mean, like dog crap and cardboard. They were terrible. I can eat a lot of things and just kind of, suck it up and eat them. Those were disgusting. I couldn't even finish them. These could not be more different. These are absolutely amazing. The closest thing to a real Reese's peanut butter cup I've ever had when you're talking one net carb. One net carb. I mean, come on, less than 1 gram of sugar, 15 grams of fat, so you're not losing any fat. But the goal is not always to have less fat. The goal is to watch the sugar and the carbs. To get net carbs, you subtract the fiber and the erythritol. 12 subtracted from 13 leaves you 1 net carb, 190 calories. These are amazing. They're new too. They're pretty new. They came out late last year, I believe. Definitely check these out if you like peanut butter cups. They're amazing. They're just as satisfying with basically no sugar. I can't say enough good things about these. Definitely check these out, the Quest Peanut Butter Cups. And lastly, if you like almonds, this is another good one. Just regular, good old-fashioned almonds covered with just a little bit of chocolate and obviously a little protein powder mixed in with this. But you're only talking, 10 grams of protein, 16 grams of fat, which is about what's in a regular serving of almonds, 230 calories. So with these, you're not really enhancing anything other than the flavor and a little extra protein. But more than anything, if you like almonds and if you like chocolate-covered almonds, and this is definitely worth checking out without taking in all the sugar. That's obviously the key to all this, is to just keep the sugar low. You keep the sugar low, and a lot of other parts of your health will start to improve, because sugar is one of the number one things to tear your health apart. If you can watch that, you're going to be winning. And this is a pretty good option too. The last option, the Optimum Nutrition Protein Almonds. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope, if just a couple people decide to try these out and eat a little healthier on their daily basis, that would mean a lot to me, because it's just way too easy nowadays to consume way too much sugar and feel like crap afterwards. Do yourself a favor, give some of these a try. Let me know what you guys think. Have you had any of these bars before? Are they good? What are your favorites? What are there any bars that I didn't mention in this video that you think should have been on here? Let me know in the comment section. I look forward to reading them. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and until the next one, I'm out.